this story about my journey from the war to the safety. I have a big way and a lot of obstacles to get island because it's very difficult and I didn't know where should I go. And it's about decisions, it's about obstacles, it's about lines. And now I want to explain how it was. Title is In a Line to Safety. Just a few weeks ago, I left my native home. The war in Ukraine has turned me into a refugee. Home is not only about mountain, the sea, and incredible views. Home is when in the mornings you smell the coffee that your parents love. Home is the feeling that you are where you should be. And of course, the beloved tea with hints of lilac in its aroma in the evenings while watching a movie. So, it was a tough decision. I have been on the road for several weeks. Line 1. First challenge was an 18 kilometers queue at the border that had to be walked under the rain. Now and today here in Tallinn, Estonia, a beautiful country, I stand at a crossroads. Where should I go? I'm at crossroads again, just like the day when I was making the decision where I should go to study. I have no money, no friends or family to help me. My English level is very poor. I always wanted to learn English, but kept postponing it. I heard that Ireland is a rainy country. People speak English and I can get temporary protection. But from what I have read online, I could be denied temporary protection or placed in a refugee camp, where 20 people live in a room. I want to be honest, of course, I was hoping for better conditions. After all, back home, I had everything. I have to make the right decision. Right now I feel like the hero of a movie who needs to defuse a bomb and cut the right wire. Well, my last money went into a ticket to Dublin. Line 2. A nerve-wracking moment. 3 p.m. I am in a line at Dublin Airport passport control. I mentioned that I am from Ukraine. A volunteer approaches, stamps my passport, and instructs me to go to a specific area and wait. This is a corner in the airport waiting area, where more and more refugees from Ukraine are gathering. Children, women, and men of different ages, and they all share weariness in their eyes. There is a piano. Unexpectedly, a man opens it and starts playing. It's Chopin. Just a few minutes capable of changing the mood. Now I'm hungry. And I have some nuts that I brought from home. Walnuts from the tree that my father planted in our garden. Ceviz. This is how it sounds in my native language. A slightly bitter taste because you are far from home and it's unknown when you can return. Line 3. After 5 hours of exhausting waiting, we were invited onto a bus. And here we are, arriving at a place where refugees from different countries are temporarily housed. City West. And again I'm in the line. They put paper bracelets on our wrist as if we are attending a concert. A massive room resembling a cafeteria for 500 people. Refugees from different countries are here. Some have been living here for several months and feel at home. It's noisy here, with Arabic being spoken, and there are many Ukrainians. You can see how people are divided into small groups or communities, each with their own territory. I have just arrived and I should find my own place in this world. I found myself a table and a chair. All the chairs are so dirty and worn that for a moment wondered if it was worth sitting down. It feels like they cooked food on these chairs. They are greasy and covered in stains. Now, all that's left is to wait and hope. I went outside to breathe some fresh air, but all I could smell was the scent of tobacco and marijuana. Line 4. I'm in line for tea and a sandwich. It seems endless here. I feel better. Tea reminds me of my home, but in Ireland it's different. Not as tasty as at home. Is living here the same? I didn't sleep all night fearing that my things would be stolen. Indeed, I had an expensive camera, a laptop, and a bit of clothing with me. That was all I had at the moment. There were so many people here. No real control, just a few guards for the entire crowd. Complete chaos. People here were surviving as best as they could, so there was a high chance that if didn't keep an eye on my belongings, they would end up in someone else's possession. Line 5. I'm in line to process my documents, and there are about 100 people here, each wanting to be the first to go in. Everyone is shouting and arguing. Remind me of the line at the supermarket on Black Friday. And then the moment began when my heart started beating faster, and my palms became sweaty. It's the same feeling as when you walk past a police officer and try your hardest to look an innocent person, even though you are an innocent. It looks so absurd. It's my turn to go into the office. She asks questions about why I came to Ireland, and I need to provide evidence that I need protection. The main evidence for Ukrainians is that we were in the territory Ukraine before the start of the war. So I handed over all my documents. For about 5 minutes she was looking at a monitor. My officer was a blonde-haired woman around 50 years old. She was typing something, called another officer, and they had a discussion. Then they asked me to leave fingerprints through some glass device. And then the moment began when my heart started beating faster, and my palms became sweaty from nervousness that it didn't work on the first attempt. I did everything they told me, answered honestly. And then the coveted yellow card on which it was written that I was granted temporary protection for a year. I felt such relief, as if I had been offered the job I had always dreamed of after a tough interview. Where do you think I ended up next? Line 6. I'm in line for accommodation. I have no idea where or with whom they place me. But I am in line to safety. It's always difficult to make a radical change in life. Unfortunately, there are moments when you have to. And suddenly, you find yourself in a new world. All you have in yourself and your knowledge and skills. You have a choice. Surrender or go with the flow. or take action and build a new life on the ruins. You are the foundation. You are the source. And what will be built depends on you. Now I'm safe and have the opportunity for a bright, happy and interesting future. It's incredible that there are places like Ireland that will help you in difficult times, support you and warm you. A refugee's journey isn't just about movement, it's a testament of the strength of the human spirit.
The Soundseekers Audio Festival 2024 is funded by the Arts Council of Ireland, the Centre for the Integration of Research, Teaching and Learning at University College Cork, and the National Forum for the Enhancement of Teaching and Learning in Higher Education. All music used in the production of these programmes are from open-sourced artists. Go to www.thesoundseekers.com for individual artist credit.